Part 1. The notice and the past. I didn't say a word when they handed me the eviction notice. Not even a twitch of the eye. I just slid the old 1923 water rights deed across the table like a royal flush in a poker game and watched their smirks fade into pale disbelief. 35 freshly built McMansions, part of the prestigious Willow Lake Estates, had just been transformed overnight into lakefront property. You see, the Prescott family, specifically Linda Prescott, president of the Willow Lake Estates HOA, thought she could steal my grandfather's land while I was deployed overseas. They thought that their permits, their local council buddies, and their cocktail party charm could erase generations of blood, sweat, and Texas sun. What they didn't know: I'm Ethan Cole, 34, former U.S. Army captain, Corps of Engineers, 2 tours in Afghanistan, specializing in hydrology and infrastructure. I don't just know how to build dams. I know how to break them. And on the back 47 acres of my family's land, nestled just outside Austin, was a little earthen dam, subtle, silent, and perfectly engineered, that had waited 45 years for someone dumb enough to build downstream. The legacy of the land, my grandfather, everyone called him Pops, bought this land in 1955 when Austin was still more cows than code. Back then, it was just a quiet stretch of green hills, a creek that ran cool in the summer, and a small barn that smelled of mesquite and leather. In 1978, Pops built that dam with his own hands, with the help of the Army Corps, no less. Not just for water storage, but for the community. During droughts, the overflow kept downstream farms alive. During storms, it slowed floods. It wasn't flashy, but it worked. He always said, "One day, Ethan, these hills'll be worth more than gold, but you treat 'em like they're your own blood." I didn't understand what he meant until much later. War abroad, war at home. Fast forward to 2023. I was finally home after my second deployment, ready to reclaim the land Pops left me. My sister, Emily, had done her best. She lived in California, 1,000 miles and 1,000 ideas away from Texas ranch life. She put the land in a trust and hired a local property management firm, Hillstone Services, to handle the taxes and upkeep. Turns out, they were more interested in mailing checks than reading fine print. Big mistake. Because that's how Linda Prescott made her move. She's the kind of woman who weaponizes charm. Drives a white BMW, wears tennis skirts like armor, and drowns you in sweet tea smiles while stabbing your wallet from the side. President of the HOA, wife of Councilman Gerald Prescott, who just happened to push a zoning change through while I was off building bridges in Kandahar. Coincidence? Yeah, right. The suburban invasion. I remember the day I came back. It should have felt like coming home. Instead, it felt like a betrayal. The old gravel road was still there, winding past the oak tree where I carved my initials when I was 10. But beyond that, bulldozers, survey stakes, concrete mixers. They'd taken my back 40 acres and turned them into a construction site. A guy in a neon vest looked up from his clipboard. "Sorry, pal," he said. "Not sorry at all. This is Willow Lake Estates now. Got the permits and everything." I laughed, a short, bitter laugh. Then I called the sheriff. Deputy Harris showed up. Good guy, decent man. But his hands were tied. He explained something I'd only ever read about: adverse possession. Basically, If no one's using the land and someone else is improving it, they can file to take it over.